Today we'll see how to maintain EPSON L18050 DTF printer, how to manually clean the head with syringe, how to avoid scratches on this paper, how to use adjustment program for 18050 or 8050. In our case, we'll be talking about 18050 DTF. How to reset wasting pad counter using resetter, and how to print on sheet or roll if you have purchased this printer from Creative. So let's begin with a live video. We'll start with manual head cleaning option first. So few things before we begin. You should always make sure that the ink tanks have been kept on the same level of the printer. Whenever you are printing, you have to open these tabs, these knobs. You have to keep it open so that the ink will flow inside. And this in case of 18000, we were keeping it below the printer level. Here you have to keep it on the same level of the printer. These are all dampers of the printer. So to remove these dampers, you have to take the head to the left. So how we will do that? If the printer is switched on, I'm switching it off. Okay, while it is it got switched off. I'll switch it on again. Once the head moves to the left, I will straight away remove the power cable of it. This is the easiest way to make your print head free. Okay, I removed the power cable. Okay. So now you can move the head manually. Just make sure these pipes have been fit properly. Now you can remove these screws. And take out these dampers. This is called a capping station of it. You should not keep these screws very tight. It might fold your pipes here because it's a custom assembly. Okay, you can remove these tapes and you can just pull this out. So you can see there are dampers fixed on it. You can simply remove these dampers. I will show you. Once you remove the dampers, you will get this manifold. You will be able to do it here. I will do it here just to show you clearly. Okay, now we'll be using this kind of syringe, but you can see it doesn't fix properly on this manifold. So what you can do, you can just increase the size of this by a cutter or with a scissor. Okay, now you can see you can easily fix this on the capping. So what you have to do, you have to take the cleaning solution inside this and you have to slowly pump it through the syringe. Make sure you should not drop any kind of solution here. So it's always better if you can take out the head and do it. It's very easy. Once you remove the dampers, you have to just open 4 screws and you can pull out the head. Or if you are doing it here only, I'll show you what to do. You can just keep a tissue paper below on the track of the printer. This is called a printer track. you can just fold some amount of some tissue, and you can just take the head on this tissue. Okay, now you can fill the solution directly here. Directly here you can add the solution inside this head. So what will happen? The solution will not drop here and there. You can clean the head that way. Scratch wala sheet there. So you might have seen some kind of scratches on the print. So what happens is, here you have a print head, and on that print head there is a dust. So this way you can clean the dust also. You can just keep this bed below, this tissue below. You can add some liquid on it, some solution on it, and you can just rub this head on that tissue paper. So that's how you can simply clean your head if it has dust. So you can see we have cleaned some amount of dust. So you can clean the dust also. So that's how you can prevent head from scratching the ink. Here you can see the blade of the capping unit. You have to clean this blade also. There is one more blade here. You have to keep this area very clean. So now how to if your printer is switched on and you want to go home, what should we do? I'll show you. Right now I'm switching on the printer. Just a moment, I have to fix this first. Just to hold the pipes, that's it. And if you are finding some issues with facing some issues with this, you can simply increase the size of these pipes and keep it straight. Pack karo. People are not even using these safety guards, but if you already have these, you should use these guards. Okay, so that's it. You have to fix it like this. Now this cable has some lesser length, so you can simply cut the tape, cut this cable from here and attach it again. I'll not do it right now, you can do it on your own. Alright, we can now switch the printer on. I'm putting the power cable inside. Head should always move freely. So this attachment is very important. We have not done it properly. We will do it. Okay. For now, if say for example, if you have already done the print and now you want to switch the printer off, that time you have to add a cleaning solution below this head. So what we'll do, considering we have already done one print, we will try to switch off the printer, and the head moved to the left, we removed the power cable. Okay, now with the help of syringe, we will add a cleaning solution. Just let me bring a cleaning solution here. Always use HS2 cleaning solution, corrosion free. Okay, you can simply add this cleaning solution here on the capping unit. This is not the only process. You have to switch the printer on again. So what happens is, considering this is your print head, so when you switch the printer on again, the head moves to the right and the capping station comes up. So it keeps your print head wet. So that's how you can keep the printer off for 2-3 days. Just make sure that this is not a standard process, or nobody can guarantee that is enough, but this is the safest option. And whenever you are doing this, your wasting should not be below the level of the printer. Okay, these are the basic things that you have to do while doing a maintenance of this printer, to maintain this printer. Now we will see how to feed a roll on this printer. Right now we have already attached module on it, but those who are not using module as in this PW bypass. So if you are not using those bypass modules, what you have to do, you have an option to fix a tape on the sheet. So I'll show you how exactly this tape is fixed on a sheet and how to do that. And people are making mistakes while fixing a tape on the sheet. So just let me show you how to tape the sheet properly, the proper way, the perfect way to tape the sheet. And never do this thing. I have seen people, they buy a roll, they cut it and then they feed it in the printer. You don't cut these rolls properly. So what happens is, if the roll bends, if the sheet is bent, it will hit the head of the printer. So better buy sheets and use those sheets. Now I'll show you how to fix a tape on it. So while fixing a tape, just make sure don't stretch the tape and fix it. I'll do it twice. Right now this is the perfect way to fix the tape. We have fixed the tape on it. And you have to fix it on the complete length. Here you can see there is no bend on the paper. I'll print one more tape. I'll stretch this tape and fix it. I'll show you what will happen. Or a sheet le lo. Now I'll stretch the tape, which is the wrong method of pasting these tapes. Stretch. Okay, I have stretched it and then I'll cut the tape. Do this properly, because what happens if I'll show you exactly what's wrong with this process and how people make mistakes in this. You can see these two of the sheets. Got it? So you don't have to stretch the tape. You have to fix the tape like this, not like this. Your sheet should not bend. In AcroRip or whatever software you are using, you can keep this print little below. So keep some margin on the top so that it will not print on your tape. Instead of printing on tape, it will print on sheet. So keep the margin. This is for sheet printing. If you are doing a roll printing, I'll show you the roll printing now. I'll again make a video for all the settings in AcroRip for 18050. So while doing it on roll, you have to choose this. Here you have to choose roll paper. Make sure if only and only if you have PW module, then only you can do sheet printing. Video is for both actually, but make sure if you have PW module, you cannot print on roll. So right now I'll be printing, considering that I don't have a PE module here. I already have it, but I'll just show you the process how to do that. Now we'll take the roll out. We'll apply a tape directly on a roll. The similar way, You don't have to stretch the paper or stretch the paper. You have to apply it softly, don't stretch. Alright, it is not folding, it is not bending. I'll unroll it. I'll take out this output tray like this and I'll feed the paper. So those who are printing with roll, for the first print, you can keep the image like this. Print a very small image, just insert the paper first. That will go waste actually, but no option, you have to do that. So keep this kind of margin. So what will happen while printing, the roll will come out and then it will stop. Once the roll stops, you can add a next job and start with the printing. We'll do that. Just let me check which printer it is. So not ready, it is not copy 1. Is this copy 1 or 2? Not ready with 1. Okay, it is copy 1, 18050 copy 1. I have selected a roll paper. So if you don't select roll paper and if you feed the roll, it will non-stop, it will continuously take out the roll. So make sure that if you are feeding the roll, select roll paper only. Okay, I have hit on print. I'll just make sure that paper is there. So you can see what will happen once it takes the roll inside. No, it did not take the roll. Just a moment, I have to feed it properly. Okay, I press this. With this printer, we are not printing on roll. I'm just showing you how to print on roll. I've taken some roll out. You can see I've taken some roll out. So what will happen? The roll is already out and now we will start printing on it. This is how you have to feed it when you are doing a roll printing on a printer which doesn't have module. So this printer will not print on roll. I just wanted to show you how to insert the roll. So you have to take out the paper and then start printing. You don't have to print it directly from here. So you make sure that even if the sheet is bent, you will not face any issue with it because it will come out. Okay, now I'll show you how to print with this printer on sheet. Okay, I'll simply cut the paper from here. So this much amount of paper you have to waste actually. No, you can reuse the paper. This much amount of paper you can again reuse, but for now there is no solution. You have to cut the paper. Okay, I'll switch the printer off so the roll will come out. So this much amount of paper you have wasted. So if you have bulk orders one after other, you can you should be printing on roll, otherwise sheet. So you can calibrate it like this, because it took some more space here, so we just calibrated that. Okay, now I have kept it down just to show you if white is not coming, how to. I didn't like the white quality of white that is coming, so I just have to show you how to charge the inks. That's the reason I've done it like this. Now we will charge the inks. So I'll show you how to charge the inks from the adjustment program. I have dropped a link of adjustment program in the description. You can just check it. Don't keep ink tank steady. You can add a rotor on this, or you have to shake the ink tanks properly. Okay, let it print. I'll delete the print now. Okay, I've removed the print out. Okay, this can happen if it's floating. This can happen that the sheet quality is not good and it's floating, or you are printing on the wrong side of the sheet. Okay, now what we'll do, we'll be printing on a good quality sheet. Before that, we will be doing ink charge. So instead, if you want to do head clean, you just have to press this button for 3 seconds and the head, it will start cleaning the head. I don't recommend doing powering flush. I always recommend doing ink charge. So I will drop the link to download this software in the description. Okay, so this is adjustment program and it's free of cost, so anybody can download it from there. I'll select the printer first. Just make sure that whenever you are doing any ink charge, there is no pending file in the printer. So there is no pending file. The printer is ready here. Now we will do the ink charge. So here you can select your printer. So USB 13 port it is in. I've selected OK. Particular adjustment program, particular adjustment mode. Rest of the things I'll make a separate video for this, because these are also very good things to learn about. For now we will do only ink charge. So okay, it's under maintenance, ink charge. Double click on it. So I'll be doing weak ink charge only, or middle. We will do middle ink charge. Ink charge. So you have to click on ink charge. The printer head will move and it will start charging the inks. Okay. I'll not continue with the video. Let's let it charge the inks. It is gonna take time, at least 2-3 minutes. So I'll start the video once again. Okay, it takes out the ink. You should do ink charge instead of doing power ink charge. You should always do powering flush. You should do ink charge. Okay, and this bed, you can see there is some. You can see this distance between these two, the above rollers, and yeah. So the sheet lands from this roller and it comes down on this bed. So this distance is very important. Also, always make sure that if this has a moisture or dust, you can add a talcum powder on it, so that the sheet will slide properly. Otherwise, there is nothing more to tell you about. I'll be uploading a different video how to replace the head, the print head. That's the only thing that you should learn. Otherwise I don't think so there is any other thing that I have to tell you guys. So thank you. Once the ink is charged, I will begin with the video again. So okay, I couldn't continue with the video. Now let's start again. We'll print this on a sheet now. Okay, right now I have not added any tape on it. This is for PWP bypass module printer. I have hit on print. So in this kind of sheets where you don't add the tape, you can slide the print upside. Okay, it's taking the print. I've just charged the inks. After that we are making this video. Okay. Hope it'll take a sheet inside without having an error, because yeah, it has taken the sheet inside. Okay, we have started with the print. I'm getting calls in between, so I have to discontinue the video and continue it again. So after ink charge, I will be checking the depth of the white ink, and it is amazing. Yeah, it's perfect. All right, so that's it. Again, I'd like to mention, don't buy this printer without having a module on it, without having PW bypass on it. You should always have these modules, kind of accessories that we are supplying, or you can get these accessories from anybody. But module is important on this printer. Without module, it's waste of money. With module, this is the best DTF printer available right now, 2023 November. Thank you once again. Prabodh this side from Creative, a brand, a name you can trust. Thank you.